Oh, another video I'm going to do. And this is a video about something I think that Scopely could probably give a hand for us who are playing the game. It's not something that I would consider high priority. It's not something that's like a major bug. It's not something that needs immediate attention. But here's something that Scopely can consider as a improvements of quality of life improvement, for example. And I want to cover this right around here. Now, as you can see, here we have our speed ups, which are all nice and neatly organized. We've got resources all nice and neatly organized. We got our territories inventory that's all nice and neatly organized. And even some of the consumable items like the galaxy, station, and combat. We even got our materials here. And while this could probably do a little bit better as far as being organized, it's kind of hard to do. I'm on a PC, by the way, so that's why the screen looks much bigger. It's on a PC. But you got grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, etc. And even here, you've got peace shields all nicely organized. You've got XP all nicely organized. And then you've got this hot mess. This looks like a rat's nest, basically. And how much junk do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 items. Times at least 4, 8, 10. 13 items times 10, that's 130. 3, 6, 9, 140 different items. None of which are in any kind of organized fashion. You've got recruit tokens down here. You've got incursion coins. You've got armada credits down here. You've got transwarp cells here. You've got directives here. You've got loot here. You've got loot up here. You've got messages up here. You've got credits over here. You've got recruit tokens here. You've got recruit tokens in other places around here. This really needs to be cleaned up. And so what I've done is I've taken it upon myself through the miracle of cut and paste to come up with an idea on how this could be better organized. And let's face it, you've got peace shields, you've got XP, and even all the way down to the bottom, you've got a spot here just for refits. So it can't be that much more difficult to clean up these 140 different currencies, because apparently we now have more currencies in this game than they have at the World Bank. So let's kind of clean this up a little bit, shall we? And again, like I said, through the miracle of cut and paste, I've kind of reorganized it a little bit. For example, right here, we start off with recruit tokens. We have our regular recruit tokens, regular, premium, ultra. Then we have our faction recruit tokens, Fed, Klingon, Romulan. We have the elite faction credit tokens. And we got discovery token. We got board recruit token. TNG, which we may or may not be using anymore. And an augment recruit token. So, but all these recruit tokens are all in one spot. So if you need to find out if you need to have any more recruit tokens or for how many you got, you need to know how many you didn't have. You can real quickly come up here and say, okay, I got this many recruit tokens. Credits. Oh, how we love credits. There's all kinds of little credits in here. You got your basic faction credits, Fed, Romulan, Klingon, independent credits, augment, rogue, Bajoran credits, the relatively new one, alliance credits. We have our uncommon armada credits, rare armada credits, epic armada credits, the away team credits. Then we have our exchange credits, which we call loot. We have our new Cardassian loot, and then we have our Dominion solo loot, which are apparently called credits. But now we know where all our credits are. So if we need to know if we got enough credits to buy something, or to get that new cloaking shield, or that new ship, or if we needed more credits to take and unlock some armada pack, or get some more BPs out of the away team store, we can now find out how many credits we actually have, rather than have to go through this hot mess and find out where are my credits at. Let's see. Where are my Bajoran credits at? Let's see. I'm scrolling through this like Rev Deuce looking through his officer list, trying to find an officer for a bad crew video. And so you have to try and find your Bajoran credits. Where are they at? That's a good question. Where are the Bajorian credits at? I don't know. They're somewhere on this page here. Or some Bajorian credits. I'm not quite sure where they're at, but they're on here somewhere. Oh, there they are, right there. There's our Bajorian credits. But rather than have to go through all this hassle to try to find something, why don't we just put it in a little spot where it'll be all nice and easy to look for. Next, we have missions. These are all the little items that you collect to do the various missions in various places around the map. You got the commendations, you got data pads, manifests, encryption keys, tricorders, cargo containers, dark matter for the augment missions. Then we have all of our directives, all in one nice place. Now we know if you got enough stuff to run an armada. You got regular armadas, rare armadas, epic armadas, eclipse armadas for eclipse space, uncommon, rare, and you got your doomsday directives for those doomsday armadas, which we may or may not even have anymore. Borg armada directives, Borg megacube directives, and I don't have any here right now because I probably had used them at the time when I put all this together, is the new Dominion Solo directives, which would also probably go right about here. And that way you know where all your directives are, so you know, do I have enough directives to run an armada? And rather than have to go find the armada, click on space, go to there, click on the armada, click on it and see if I've got enough credits or directives, you can just look up here and see, oh, I've got enough directives. Next we have the transwarp cells. We've got the Borg transwarp cells, Doomsday transwarp cells, which apparently we don't think we need anymore. At least it doesn't look like, because it seems like the areas where there was Doomsday paths that had to be traversed using a Doomsday transwarp cell apparently has all been opened up, so now we don't need these, I don't think. And we got the Latinum cells, we got the lucrative transwarp cells that are used for the access to mining sites. And of course we got another transwarp cell. I think this is the actual one that's actually used for Borg space. I'm not exactly sure what this one's for anymore. Next we have refinery tokens. We've got the Amalgam refinery token, Cerritos refinery token, Discovery, the Platinum Antiques, and yes, I have about a year's supply of them. Plundered cargo, which is also used in the refinery. So this would be a good place to put all those currencies that we use in the refinery to create something else. We have event currency, and these are currencies for the oddball events that we get once in a while. Like here you've got Cosmic Cleanup, here you've got the Rogue event currency, here you've got Crucible of War currency, another Rogue event currency. I want to say this is possibly part of the thing. You got the incursion coins for the incursion events that run about once a month. Borg War Funds, which run during the Return to the Mega Cube events that we get every once in a while. They're about 3 days long. I don't remember what these are for anymore. But they might be used for currencies. And then of course you got some miscellaneous stuff that we do use, but doesn't really go into a nice, neat category. Loyalty badges, which is used for the daily loyalties, the commendations, relocation tokens. These are allegiance tokens. Actually, these would be paired up with the loyalty badges, as they are used for the store where you get the gift section. You got your messages here, your command science and engineering badges. You've got the matrix diodes, the uncommon event tickets, assignment reset tokens, star charts, antimatter use, the eclipse security codes. These are for rogue space. I'm not sure exactly what Dominion Solo Armada Edict is supposed to be for. I don't even know what this is being used for. And of course, here in the current iteration of ARC with the Bajorians, we've got the various Bajorian items, which may stick around or may not. And then, of course, you got a bunch of junk. This is stuff that, for the most part, is probably not going to be used again. The St. Patrick's Day tokens, Epic Luck tokens, Quark coins, stuff from Dabo. This was a currency to use at an event store at the end of an arc. Romulan War Pact. This was the the currency that we used when they had the Romulan / Klingon events that had the certain officers like Martok and Bael, and the tribbles here, which we don't need anymore. The card tickets we don't need anymore. We got March Borg points. I think these were the original Borg points that we used to keep up with the battle pass until they just simply awarded points that would disappear at the end of the arc. Quantum tokens, I don't remember what that was from. Neutronium from the Doomsday arc. Savage parts also from the original series. TOS, I think. Terran Imperial credits. Anti-protons, platinum and leaf battle tokens. But this is a somewhat more organized and neater arrangement of all these silly little tokens and silly little credits. But at least it makes some of the stuff that, especially the stuff that we're more likely to look for and need, like the tokens, the credits, directives, transwarp cells, etc. Stuff that we're likely to want to use. I find it interesting that there are certain credits that are not listed here. For example, we see the Alliance Gold trophies, which we used during Cal, but where are the bronze trophies at? That's interesting. There's no bronze trophies listed in here. I haven't been able to find them. But I know that we have them because we used them in the Crucible of War. And I know I've got some left over because I didn't spend them all, because I like to save some so that when the Cal or Crucible of War comes back up again, we usually call it Cal because we're too lazy to type in Crucible of War. So we usually call it the Cal event. But the bronze trophies, I know I got some left over because I like to save them, because I like to use those first and foremost for the Armada pack, and then when I got left over after we go through it all, I'll use for something else. But I'll always save some and hold some back for the next time, so that when it comes around I can go and get me some more Armada credits. So this is my suggestion for Scopely. I'm hoping that maybe we can get some of the content creators like Rev Deuce and maybe Ultimate DJs to pass this along to the dev team at Scopely and say, hey, listen, here's an idea somebody brought up. Why don't we consider doing this? Because this is an improvement. This would be a nice thing to do, and it certainly works a whole lot better than this mess right here. I can't stand scrolling through this mess to try to find something that I'm looking for. It's a pain in the butt. It's aggravating. Some of the stuff, again, we don't really use anymore. We don't need it anymore. We don't want to have to go through and hunt and peck and look for something. So if this can be cleaned up, that would be really great. And it'd be really appreciated. And while, again, it's not a high priority thing, it's not something that's crucial or that we absolutely have to have or they can't live without, but show us some love, Scopely. Just a little bit. Show us this area some love and clean this up. And that's my request for the day. Thank you very much. If you like this video, tell your friends about it and let Ultimate DJs and Rev Deuce know that they should probably pass this along to the dev teams and get them to see it, take a look at it, and consider the possibility of maybe cleaning this up a little bit. Thank you very much. You have a good day.